Shalom, shalom, peace unto you, Israel, peace unto you. Today's video is we are in their archives, Israelite. We're in their archives. It's going to be a very short video, not long. Remember, I share all my stuff with the brothers, with the brethrens, and with the sisters, the Torah Israelites, the Torah Tanakh Israelites. Daughter, wife, and mother on deck. Yup. Listen, this is gonna be a very quick video. We're gonna just wait a few minutes for a few people to get in. We're not gonna have no intention of this to be an hour. No intention. Young King on deck. Yup. No intention for this video. I'm just sharing. Listen, when I find out stuff, I want to share with my brothers. I don't have everybody's telephone number, WhatsApp, or whatever, to send you things that I discover and find out. I want to put this on because you know that even though I have a big following, people still watch my video. Heathens watch my video. And sometimes we got to screwdriver a little bit. So, and this is for you guys as well. Put in your memory banks, just in case a wise ass heathen. Yeah, you're Israel? Sure. It's your DNA. Even though all the DNAs are in their company's name. And I'm going to split. I'll just finish eating, excuse me. I'm going to explain DNA real quick. Then I'm going to go into the video. We're only at 2 minutes. We'll wait 6 minutes. They're not in. We start. And whoever comes in, when I upload it, I'm not going to think. Maybe it should be like a 15-minute, 12-minute video. I want to try it real hard to keep it just like that. And I think I will. I will. But just let's give a couple people a few minutes to get in. Because I know once I start, then a few people are going to go beep, beep, beep. And I'm like, oh, shit. So hopefully greet each other. Remember, greet each other. Young King, daughter, wife, and mother. Oh, you know, I got to. Okay, hold on. Amor, yo esposo hacía video ahora. No llama ahora. Yo hacía el video más rápido. ¿Ok? Is that? Grace Roberts on. Oh, hey guys, remember what I just said? Remember what I said to you guys you were on earlier? You know, sometimes people join us. We haven't seen Grace Roberts. We welcome you in to the Torah Tanakh only Hebrew Israelite channel. Yes, I told you. Especially from that title. They're going to say, what is this nigga up to again? Yeah. Number 6s. Shh, don't tell them. Number 6s. Shh. It's okay. Welcome. All right. I tell you, and that title is like honey to a honey badger. Where's the honey? Let me see. Yes, 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 yes. All right, hold on. We're at 5 minutes. Let's just wait for one other person to come in because it's gonna be a short video. Grace Roberts is gonna be a short video. Whoever you are, it's gonna be a very short video. Okay, it's not gonna be an hour long. You will be amazed and shocked as usual. Whoever you are. Come on. Okay, I was waiting for you. About time. Knew you're on deck. Listen, Nuya, watch the video when I upload it again. You missed 5.5 minutes of, and I'm glad you didn't forget, welcome to people in the room. We have a new guest, Grace Roberts, VOT.FYI for your information. VOT.FYI. I know FYI is for your information, but I don't know what VOT stands for. But a sunshine on deck in the house. This is going to be a short video. I forgot the title exactly because I wasn't planning, but it goes something like this. You are in their archives, Israelite. And amongst us today, because the title was so intriguing, the title was like honey to a honey, like a fox to a hen house, like a snake to an egg that has been abandoned, like a hyena to an injured gazelle, like a lion, female lion to a wounded hippo. They had to come in this room to see what this title is about. And they're going to see what this title is about. Now we're at 7 minutes. We will start. Listen, they have us in the archives. You know, they are the heathen Gentiles. It's simple. There's the Israelites, and then there's the Gentiles. They got it where there's a billion other people. You know, there's a whole bunch of races and all that. Yeah. But to simplify it, there's the Israelites, the Most High recognizes, and the ones he doesn't. Simple as that. Not to be mean or whatever. We did not, heathens, we did not write the script. This is the earth story of the Most High, the Ancient of Days, the one found in Exodus 3:14, who told Moses to tell Pharaoh that I am that I am, have sent Moses back to tell you to release our people. And a new Yeshua Israel is telling you heathens, and Grace, you probably got a connection to them some type of way. Grace Roberts, VOT.FYI. You got probably a connection to the established world establishments in some type of way, the YouTube establishments or the checkers, or whatever, are Masons, illuminated eye people. With what is their sign? Probably got connections to them. You tell them that Hebrew on the Island 2 said that the Most High is very angry with you. You don't have a fight. You don't have a dog in a fight with us. We Negroes, who are the only true physical Israelites, the ones that are impersonating us, the J-ish people that are in that amusement park over there, are not the people group. We are the people. To be an Israelite, you have to suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, and none of them do. Only us. So I'm glad you joined us in this room. And you probably show, or other one of you type of heathen, type of people coming will watch this video. Like honeycombs to honey badgers, and honey badgers. You know, you just got to get to the information, got to get to the honey. So I'm going to present honey to you right now. We're the Israelites. We don't care who has propped our replacements up. We don't care about that because we know the script. We're coming back to the Most High. He said he's going to redeem us in Isaiah 44. He says, don't forget me, come back to me. I will take away your Transgressions like the clouds, your sins like the mist. I'm your redeemer. He said he's going to redeem us. He said he hasn't cast us away. Psalm 94, he says, I haven't cast you off. In Isaiah 41, he said he hasn't cast us away. He says, you are my chosen servants. You can forget that we are the Israelites. We suffer the curses. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that DNA. When you got J-ish people and people like them in the world saying, DNA, our DNA, we can trace it back from now all the way to Abraham. That question right there, that statement that you give us right there just shows that you're not the Israelites. Because when you read Jeremiah 17, he said the Israelites, in the KJV, the Israelites will discontinue from their heritage. We won't know who we are. We're only coming back because we're entering Jacob's trouble. The pre-Jacob's trouble, Most High started waking some of us up, the righteous 1/3. We pray that we are. He can wake us up to wake the other 1/3 up. I pray not. I try to strive each day to keep the commandments, fear him and keep the commandments, and I hope you are doing that as well. So when you make a statement, you replacements and you spies of the replacements, workers of the replacements of the true Israelites, you just show that you're not the Israelites. All you have to read is Genesis chapter 10. All you have to read is Genesis chapter 10. Tells you Japheth, one of the sons of Noah. He had many heathen, wicked sons, and the Christians know him. Gog, Magog, Tubal, Madi, etc., and Gomer. And then Gomer, he's a heathen. He's from Japheth, not from Shem. The Negroes are from Shem. And we're not Africans. Africans are from Ham. We're different. Just like a Russian is different from an Italian Caucasian, and a Dutch Caucasian is different from a Greek Caucasian. Well, an African Negro is different from an Aboriginal Hebrew Israelite Negro. Different genetics, different bone structure, culture, and etc. But anyway, you don't. Oh, and then Gomer, Genesis 10, which you also can find in 1 Chronicles 1. In Genesis 10, what occurs is it says Gomer. Gomer had a whole bunch of sons. I'm not even going to mention it. Read it for yourself in Genesis chapter 10. And one of his sons is called Ashkenaz. Well, put your thinking caps on, Israelites and heathen Gentiles. What people group on the planet name is close to the name that I just mentioned, that Gomer, who is from Japheth, one of the sons of Noah, is named Ashkenaz. Let me finish Genesis 10. And these, all those people I just mentioned, are the isles of the Gentiles. You find that in Genesis 10, 1 Chronicles 1. They know a lot of you Hebrew Israelite Negroes are not going to find that. You're not interested. You want to watch television and do other shit. But I'm interested in finding out. I also know that in Ezekiel chapter 11, it says when the Most High puts us back in the land, it says there's not going to be no abominations in the land. In that replacement land that they call Israel, that's supposed to be our land, which is not, because the maps are wrong. Remember, we're dealing with the heathen Gentiles. They lie about everything. The maps are wrong. The dates and the years are wrong. Your identity is wrong. People's culture, places, and everything is reversed and upside down because they've stolen everything. So in Ezekiel chapter 11, read it for yourself. It says when he puts the Israelites back, not a Balfour Declaration or the Rothschilds or anybody. No, when the Most High puts the Israelites back on land, there is going to be no abominations in the land. Right now, you see in that land, they got Pink City. Those are the people that love to eat Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops, and their wrist falls like this. So they got that in the land, Pink City. And I guess, what is it, Tel Aviv? They got pig farms. Leviticus 11, that goes against the law. But when you read Ezekiel 11, and usury and this and that. I'll be on that forever, telling you all the abominations, so that they don't fulfill biblical prophecy. But people are quiet. They don't say nothing about them. Here at Hebrew I do. We're going to mention it because this is a learning channel for Torah and Tanakh Israelites. In Ezekiel 38, it says, when the Most High put you back in the land, when all things are said and done, all things are not said and done, I put you back, it's going to be a city of unwalled, ungated, and you'll dwell in safety. Right now, in that replacement land with the replacement people that the world put up so they can steal our identity during slavery, and right now, all the way up to 2021, and steal all the money and everything that we possess, which is everything. It says you're going to dwell in safety. It's going to be an unwalled, unmanned. Look at that place over there, that dusty amusement park. And what you're going to see is Zombie Z Brad Pitt 300, like World War Z in that movie. They had the cement walls. They were like 100 feet high with barbed wires, with laser drones, with booby traps, with landmines, with Belgian police dog attack dogs. They're scared to death of their neighbors, which are the post-Arabs. They're not the originals. Those are the post-Columbus, post-Arabs. Those are a replacement of the Arabs. The Arabs are Negro types. Not us, but another Negro type like that. The Hamites. They're gonna come with a backpack on the bus and boom, do something like that. You don't fulfill scripture. You want to have all those walls and gates and barbed wires and booby traps and landmines and Belgian police dogs and ultrasonic blow your ear out weapons and all that. You wouldn't have all that. You don't fulfill. See, people don't, the Israelites and other people don't know how to ask the right questions. No, not ask you the right questions and give you the right scriptures. They don't know, but I know them, and I know my people on this live chat, and they Torah and Tanakh Israelites. No, don't ask some Messianic Hebrew. He'll tell you Judah's back into the ground. Jeremiah 17. Because they got the bag from the man. Shh, lead him in the other direction. I'm not going to lead you in the other direction. So, that's what's going on. So let me read Jeremiah 17. I'm going to show you what I'm going to show you. Black society in the house. And we're going to call it quits. I told you it's going to be a fast one. Oh, and then I wanted to, before I read this, I want to tell you about DNA. They fool you with that shit. You have to research it. Oprah, they say, oh, I'm from the Zulus or whatever. There's a guy, a Negro guy, who was the owner of that African ancestry. He says, they're making that shit up. They make it all up. They got the bag. And that regular DNA, this is how DNA works. I didn't say DNA doesn't exist. If somebody killed somebody or got raped, and they want to link it to them, they take the DNA from the victim, and then the suspect, they'll get DNA swabs and samples from him or her or the mob, and then they'll link it together and say, oh, this DNA, you got some of the strands of that DNA in you, like scratch marks or whatever. That's how you find out. Or if somebody's related, you can find out, like, when they find somebody, they only find the teeth or this, or arm, a leg, they get DNA. And then if a victim comes, say, yo, my person's lost or whatever like that, then they get DNA from you and they match it up. That's how it works. So think about what I just said. These imposters, the J-ish people, and the replacements that the world put in so that the world would not respect us. They would despise us, put us at the bottom of the totem pole, be able to steal everything from us, our world status, or privilege, or statue, or riches. So these people say, we can trace our lineage back all the way to Abraham. Well, how the only way you could prove that is you find Abraham's grave, you dig it up, scrape some scrapes from his bones and skeletons, do a DNA test on it, get the result, then test yours. That's how you find whether you link to him. There's no other way. See, they know that you don't know that. So that's how they'll just say to you, our DNA traces that. The only way that you could be linked to Abraham, if they actually had Abraham's bones, if they actually had Moses's bones, that's how you would link to Moses, back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You don't have their bones. You don't know where they're buried. You're a liar. That's why we call you the devil that the Bible speaks of. And Mrs. Grace Roberts, with your little statement of VOT.FYI, go back and tell the other heathens what I just said. So when you hear one of those people that impersonates to say, our lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Moses. Well, where's their bones? Because the only way that DNA process is going to go on if you have their actual DNA. And you don't have them. You don't know where they're buried. You've never seen the bones, never seen them. Get out of here with that. So what we have is this. And what we have is the way you identify Hebrew Israelites is by the curses that forever curses that the Most High put on us. And the only people group on this planet that has the curses of Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 29, are the Negroes that have been scattered to the four corners of this earth, who are despised and hated by all the nations of the world. That's what it is. So let me read Jeremiah 17. I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to share with you, and we're going to call it quits. Jeremiah verse 17, I'm going to read from 1 to 4. The guilt of Judah is inscribed with a stylus of iron, engraved with an adamant point on the tablet of their hearts and on the horns of their altars, while their children remember their altars and sacred posts. Because Israel was doing bad stuff, going a whoring after the other nations' gods, blaspheming the only one true Elohah, Lord God Creator, which is found in Exodus 3:14. They went a whoring. So while their children remembered their altars and sacred posts on verdant trees upon lofty hills, because of the sin of shrines, the Israelites, our foreparents, made shrines to the other gods of the other nations, and they left off from their covenant, glorious covenant, and the Most High. Throughout your borders, I will make your rampart a heap in the fields, and all your treasures a spoil. You will forfeit by your own act the inheritance I have given you. I will make you a slave to your enemies in a land you have never known. We're still a slave, because you need a passport to leave the country, and you need a driver's license to drive, but you're a slave. You're a king or you're a controller. You don't need none of those things. You're a slave back then, you're a slave right now. I will make you a slave to your enemies in a land you have never known, for you have kindled the flame of my wrath, which shall burn for all times. See, the curses on us is going for all times. It's not one-time incident like the J-ish people say, well, this happened to this, a whole bunch of, listen. What has happened to us is genocide, nonstop, from past to present. Murdering us, killing us, harvesting our organs, stealing our babies, drinking blood, adrenochrome, cops stopping us. Give me your license registration. And then when you reach for it, pow, pow, I was scared. And then he goes home and he makes a barbecue. He doesn't get convicted. Yo, they've been hunting down left to right, putting lead in the waters, giving us crazy medications. Here, you got bad blood. Let us help you out. Here's some blankets. We are the pre-Columbus Indians. Because Indian means Negro. Negroes mean Indian. I know you don't know that. You didn't look that up. Because in the old dictionary, they made sure to put it in the old dictionary, never put it in the new ones. So you niggas don't know nothing. And the regular heathens don't know. So they can keep calling you nigger and etc. Now, when you read Jeremiah 17 in the King James, Jeremiah 17:4, it says, and you will discontinue from your heritage And that's what occurred with us. The Most High made us discontinue from our heritage because of our foreparents making shrines to the abominable, fake, no gods of the other nations. So he said, you ain't gonna know who you are. I'm gonna strip you of everything. It'll look like they're stripping us from everything, but the Most High stripped us from everything. But he used this because he says, I made everything for myself, even the wicked for the day of evil. He just made them to beat you, the heathens. He made, and you, I mean Israelites. He made them to beat you, to be cruel to you, to not respect the old, young, just terrorize you. And he did a great job. And the only reason why you're starting to remember your heritage because the Most High has decided that enough is enough to smell the stench of the wickedness, terror, and evil of the heathen Gentiles because they overdid the punishment. Zechariah 1, the Most High said, I'm angry with the nations that are at ease. I was only angry a little while. They overdid the punishment. So the stench of their evilness has reached the heavenly heights. Going in his nostrils. So he said, Jacob's trouble started. And once Jacob's trouble will start, and starting, I'm going to wake that 1/3 up and have them remember their heritage. That's why you on this live stream knows that you're an Israelite. That's how I know that I'm an Israelite. The rest of the people, he close their eyes. They will all find out in the end. So let me get to this, and then we're going to call it quits. A couple of you people have seen this already, but for the vast majority of you on here, you haven't seen it. So I will share it with you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read it to you. All right, let me start here. Remember the video is called "They Have Us in the Archives." I'm going to show you this right here. Wait. Yeah, wait till it comes in. Read the top. You can read the top. It looks like it's in 3 sections, but read the top part. Wait till my phone dims and then I'll read it. When I upload it, you could read it again. Hopefully you could read it. I think you could read it. This says Detroit Jewish News Digital Archives. They have newspapers from 1969, 1950. They have newspapers from the beginning when they started newspapers. This is from the Detroit Jewish News Digital Archives. I told you they got you in the archives. This is the title. I can't get it bigger, but I can do a little big. Fascinating mulatto, and they spell Jew, J-U-E, but it's Jew. Story in Marcus, New York. Fascinating mulatto Jew story in Marcus, New York. Let's see if you wait till the light dims off of it, and it should come in. You're not going to be able to read all that stuff, but you guys that are on here, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to read the little news clipping that they made that came out. Now look at the title. You should be able to read that when I freeze it. When you look at it before, that's the title. Fascinating mulatto, Jew story in Marcus, New York. Okay. Now I'm going to read the story to you. I'm going to show you the story, and I'm going to read it. It's not a long story. It's just this little paragraph right there. Let it come in, and once it comes in, I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read the other little short paragraph. I'm going to call it a day. This is just a FYI informational video to tell you that they have us in their archives. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you can freeze it when I upload it and read it. This is what it says. Remember, it's a story about a fascinating mulatto Jew in Marcus, New York. And this is in their archives. TVET, watch the video when it comes up on deck. Thank you. Who was Solomon? The guy that they're writing that story about, that's in the Detroit Jewish News Digital Archives from 1969. Who was Solomon? All we know is that he was described as a mulatto Jew. But was he actually a mulatto? The Englishmen of that day thought of Jews as dark-skinned people. In 1665, 3 years before Solomon was hauled before the magistrate in Windham, a respectable Portuguese Jew on Jamaica, a landowner, Portuguese is also Negroes, Jews, and Spaniards, they lie about everything. And look it up for yourself when you have time. Solomon was hauled before the magistrate in Windham, a respectable Portuguese Jew on Jamaica. A landlord was referred to as a black Jew. I tell you, the Portuguese, the pre-Columbus Portuguese, are Jews, Negro Jews, and Moors. They lied about everything. History is a lie. Before Solomon was hauled before the magistrate in Windham, a respectable Portuguese Jew in Jamaica, a landlord was referred to as a black Jew. It is by no means improbable that the term mulatto was occasionally applied to Spanish Portuguese Jews, especially by the people who had never seen a Jew before. So they were just like me and you, but some of these heathens that never seen them, they will call them, say they're mulatto Jews. But they're really coffee brown, golden brown, whatever, with afros and braids and stuff like that. Okay, all right, and then let me read you just a little. These are just a snippet, because I want what's her name, Grace Roberts, with the tag VOT.FYI from our enemies spying on us. They can go research that in the archives in the Detroit Jewish Newsletter Archives. Here's the other part of that article from that newspaper. And I'm going to read it. Wait till it clears up, and I'm going to read that little section, and we're going to call it a day. I told you this was a short video. It's 32 minutes right now. We're in 33 minutes. Short video, just FYI for your information, so that you got more ammunition in your pocket when somebody says, you're a Jew, you're a Hebrew. We're not Jews, we're Hebrews. You're an Israelite? Yeah, you got more information to tell them. Okay, that little article said, as late as 1733, a verse in an English drama ran as follows. So they're telling you, in an English drama in the year 1733, these were the verses in it. I'm telling you, they have us in their archives. We ain't gonna have it. It ain't gonna be in the projects in Detroit or Compton. Nah, it's gonna be in the Detroit Jewish newspaper archives, because they know more about you than you know about you. So in that article that I showed you, in newspaper, look at it. It has even Helen Zingerman. Anyway, it has those are like ads. So in their article, it says, as late as 1733, a verse in an English drama ran as follows. Farewell, good Mr. Jew. Now I hate your fancy face. I'll hate no more to do with any of your race. Tawny people were dark-skinned. Benjamin Franklin believed that most of the world was tawny. See, most of the world, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Pre-Columbus, Mostly all of the people are Negro type people on the earth. There's that little section of the Caucasian races, and that includes Arabs and Greeks. All of them are those are Asians, the post Asians, the ones like that with the Caucasian. Those are Caucasian, just a different version. That's what's going on. Okay, I'm not mentioning names or whatever. I'm just giving history. That's all. So in a drama, they write. Now you know they lie about everything, but they ain't lying about that because they love to put their hate in your face. Karen loves to say stuff about us and stuff. So as late as 1733, a verse in an English drama ran as follows: "Farewell, good Mr. Jew." And you know who's the Jew he's talking about. He's going to tell you which one he's talking about. The pre-Hebrew Israelites. "Farewell, good Mr. Jew, nor I hate your, no, I hate your tawny face." They know that the tawny people are dark-skinned people. He says, "Farewell, good Mr. Jew, I hate your tawny face. I hate no more to do with any of your race." Doesn't that sound like it was written by Karen and Bob? Tawny people with dark skin. Benjamin Franklin believed that most of the world was tawny. Let me get that last part. That last paragraph. Read it for yourself. Benjamin Franklin believed that the whole world basically was tawny, which means dark skin. Wait till it thing. And in their verse, in a drama in early 1700s, in the early 1700s, "Farewell, good Mr. Jew. I hate your tawny face." And you know they hate our face right now. They hate this face. Your face too. "I hate your face. I'll have no more to do with any of your race." Shakespeare. To be or not to be. I hate your tawny face. Okay. That's all I want to share with you. This was like a history, secular lesson to the Hebrew Israelites, and you know who the real Hebrew Israelites are. Hopefully this was edifying. Until next time. I'm not going to read any other things because I want to say goodbye. Have a nice night to Grace Roberts. It was a pleasure having you amongst the true physical Israelites. Go back and report. And I'm scanned it. Let me give a quick shout out though. And let me respect. Put respect on your name. Daughter, wife, mother, respect on your name. Young king, respect on your name. A new high, respect on your name. Son, Sunshine K, respect on your name. And I put respect on your name because you're the true physical Israel. Black Society, respect on your name. Arrow Star, respect on your name. TVET, respect on your name. Kara C, respect on your name. I don't know when you came in, watch the video when I uploaded YouTube, ETVT. Jermaine D, respect on your name. I don't know when you came in. It says, we watched the video. I got it at last 30 minutes. Yes, watch it from the beginning. This is New Yesterday from Israel. You were on an island too. Until next time.